Hey guys, Joe the Bro here, and welcome back to more Dishonored. In the last episode, we broke out of Coldridge Prison, and in this episode, we are going to finish our escape through the sewers and out to meet our friendly allies that helped us escape by giving us the key to our cell. So this part of the level is pretty chill. There's not really a whole lot going on here. It's more like just almost like a scenery kind of path. There's not really a whole lot of action, I would say. Not like there was in the actual prison where you have to kind of worry about guard rotations and things like that. So yeah, it's just kind of like making your way through the sewers. There is one part towards the end that they have guards and stuff, but it's nothing too tricky. In fact, it's very simple. So when we get to that, you'll know, and I'll point it out. But for now, we're just gonna make our way through the sewers. There's nothing too complicated. Just kind of gotta move a body here, spin a wheel. But it is kind of a fun little, like, it's pretty a relaxed section because you just go from Coldridge Prison, where it's kind of high intensity. Not like really, the game's not too hard, but where it's kind of more difficult because there's a lot of guards and stuff, to a more relaxed kind of area. But we're just gonna head over here, and you want to come around this way because there's a bunch of rats right here, and they will attack you like you saw those other rats do to me. So we're gonna pick up one of these dead bodies, and we're gonna throw him out right there so the rats can eat him instead of us. And we're trying to lure them all away from this wheel over here so we can open up that door. So I'm just going to try and avoid them, and I'm going to stand behind the wheel so I have less chance of being seen because they're coming for me now. Alright, we good. Didn't take a lot of damage. Just a sliver. Maybe just eat that, make us feel good. Grab some coin. Is there anything over here? I don't believe there is. Yeah, nothing happening over here. Alright, so we're just going to grab onto this chain and head on up. Grab it. There we go. Chains can be a little finicky in this game. If you kind of end up looking in the wrong direction, you'll end, like, just barely, you'll end up going down instead of up, or up instead of down, if like that. Whew, that was close. They're a little bit finicky, so just beware. Now, these are tripwires, good old tripwires. If you run into them, then these things right here will shoot incendiary bolts out of them. But if you manage to get past these tripwires without tripping them, then you can disarm them, and you will collect an incendiary bolt from the trap that is set to go off, and then you can walk through them without a problem, like I just did. We're just going to pick up some coin and a health elixir, and now we're going to head back over this way. So here we're just going to jump over the tripwire. Nope, we're not going to jump over the tripwire. We're going to jump onto the tripwire. Just as good. Whoop. Alright, we're just going to grab some more coin over here, some food. I don't think there's anything else of note to be had from this area, so we're just going to move along. Hop on. Oh, it's actually... Oh, yeah, so you can see here, that's the... this is the thing that shot me. And you can still disarm it and get an incendiary bolt from it even though it hit me. So we're just going to keep on, and we're going to pick up our... Oh, we're going to loot him first. And now we're going to pick up our gear. It says... stuff like, hey, we got this for you. We can't actually go through here without picking up our gear because the key for that gate is right there. So we're going to pick up our crossbow and our foldy sword, which is awesome. Pretty BA. I wish I had a sword like that. So we picked up the sword, the crossbow, and the key to this gate, so now I can unlock it and go through. But I'm real quick going to set my sleep dart. Whoop. Set my sleep darts to right there, and now I'm just gonna run through here and slide. Ooh, that was close. I almost didn't slide far enough, or at least you can slide pretty far in this game without problem. Disarm that. Now I can walk through here without problem. Pick up some food. Read this letter. This is just a hint for you of how to open this safe, basically saying the combination is behind these whiskey bottles. And all the combinations in Dishonored are the same. In the first one, at least. It's going to be 451, if I could stand still. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. I'm going to wait for it to open. And you just get some money and a health elixir. And that's all that's in there. Nothing too special, but it's something. Now we're going to hop on up here. And this is where we get to the part where there is actual like guards and stuff. But if you know what you're doing here, you can pretty much avoid them without any problem. And this is a super easy little section there. So just grab some processed whale oil and head on over. We're gonna drop down right here. Wait for this guy to get over there a bit. Alright, now I'm gonna drop down right here, and I'm gonna choke this guy out. Alright, now he's down. We're gonna wait. We're gonna loot his body. We're gonna wait for this guy to go a little bit further, and we're just gonna jump in the water. So we're gonna jump in the water to avoid being seen by pretty much anyone. If you just swim underneath all of them, then this place isn't particularly difficult to get through. Otherwise, you have to go through a number of guards that are around here. But it is kind of a good idea to have an idea of which direction you're going, because as you can see, I knew exactly where I was going, and I had a little bit less than half oxygen. So if you mess up a couple times, then you might drown or have to come up for air and get seen. But other than that, yeah, it wasn't too difficult, and that's pretty much the end of this stage. There's just that one section with the guards there in the sewer, and now we're going to come out here and meet Samuel.
And I work with some good people who want very much to meet you. They said you'd come out here. I can still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
Alright, let's go, old man. Okay, so as you can see, I got no kills, so I got non-lethal, and I got ghost, which means no one ever saw me. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I don't think I did. But in that first episode, I did have to kill someone, but because of issues with the recording, and I think I forgot to save or something before I turned it off, I had to replay the first section in Cold Ridge Prison, and I ended up not having to kill that guy. Whoops, hit my pop filter. Oh, jeez, messed it all up. There we go. But I basically ended up not having to kill him, so I was able to go through this whole stage, non-lethal and ghost. Good old Samuel here is going to give us some exposition, so I'm just going to stay quiet while he talks to you.
This is the Hound Pit's pub. Closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
Alright, let's go. So we are here at the Hound Pit's pub. This is our basically our safe haven, or our what do you call it? Our hub area for the game. So this is just where the allies are chilling.
The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock, a true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pit's pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability to fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes.
Alright, we are going to now go see Piero Joplin. He is the inventor, or the kind of workman for the allies, or for the, what do you call them, rebellion.
I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil is running.
Alright, let's go grab a whale oil tank for this guy so he can finish our awesome mask for us. But first, let's steal some of his stuff. I'm sure he doesn't need any of this. Golden cat poster. This here is a reference to the game Portal. It's called Piero's Door to Nowhere. So you can read that if you want to, but this symbol here is just kind of, and the letter is just a reference to the game Portal. We're just going to grab a whale oil tank, and these things are highly explosive, so don't mess around with them too much unless you're planning on killing someone or yourself.
Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Some lines out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
I kind of want to say no because I see that thing sparkling in the back, but I think I'll just go to bed. I can grab it later. Oh wait, my bad. He's asking if I want to buy anything from him. I am going to want to buy this. This is going to be the first thing I'm going to buy, and I think that's the only thing I'll be able to buy as far as upgrades go. Yeah, and then for the rest of my stuff, I'm just going to grab some sleep darts because they can come in pretty handy. And I think that's it.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
Alright, now we're going to go to bed.
Sleep well.
See you later, Piero. Time to wake up. We're going to make our way out of our room. All the light outside seems purple. And the world has exploded. Now, this is the Void, the domain of the Outsider, who we are about to meet.
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the Void. I am the Outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
Alright, that was the Outsider, and he's given us special ability here called Blink, which allows us to teleport a short distance. Interesting, well, I guess not interesting, but in the first game, the Outsider actually has a different voice actor than in the second game, and I personally prefer, that was my bad. I personally prefer the voice actor from the first Dishonored as opposed to the one from Dishonored 2, but it's not really a big deal. Also worth mentioning is that your mana will regenerate a portion, but if you use it in quick succession like I did just there, then you will lose whatever part was regenerating. But if you use things that cost more mana, than like certain abilities will cost more mana in the future, then it won't regenerate all of your mana. Also worth mentioning is that it's not really a big deal to use a lot of mana, because this game is very generous with its mana potions, so there's not really a huge reason not to. Like when I played through this game the first time, I always had 10 mana potions, but that's also because I was like constantly waiting and stuff for my blink, for my mana to recharge and everything, which isn't really necessary because there's mana potions everywhere, and I often found myself full on mana potions, but at the same time I would be kept running into them.
Your trial Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Alright, he's given us the heart of a living thing, but real quick we're going to grab another mana potion here. This just points us to runes and bone charms so we can collect them. And it is also the heart, okay, hold on real quick. I'm going to press LT to trigger the heart and it'll tell me something.
This place is the end of all things. And the
So I don't know if you, well yeah, you probably heard that. I can't hear my volumes all the way off, so I'm pretty sure that played. But you might recognize that voice. That's actually the voice of Jessamine Caldwin, the Empress that died at the beginning of the game. So this is her heart, and that's not explicitly stated in this game, but it is in the next one. So I felt that was worth mentioning. So here, even in the first area here, when we first get our powers, we already have 3 mana potions. So there's nothing really to worry about with this as far as running out of mana. And here we're going to pick up our first rune. These allow us to upgrade our abilities. So up here we have passive or active abilities. So things like our blink and our dark vision. We can also possess things, stop time, bring a swarm of rats, and use basically force push. I'm going to upgrade dark vision here because this one's a handy thing for stealth playthroughs. Lets you see people through walls and their eyesight, like where they can see. And down here we have all of our passive abilities. So more health. Not really sure what this is. I've never used it. This makes you faster, and this turns people to ash when you kill them. And you use runes to upgrade all of these abilities.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
We awaken once again in our room to find that that was not just a dream. We actually have superpowers, which is pretty sweet. And our mana is recharged. So in that area, you can kind of feel free to use your mana a little bit carelessly, because whenever you go to sleep and wake up, your mana recharges. So I'm just going to drop down here. I'm going to pull out the heart real quick before I go talk to the people, because there's our first rune that we can collect in our hub world here. And every time you come back between missions, there will be like more runes you can get from this area here. So I'm just going to head over there. You're going to want to try to stay out of the water as much as possible, because there's fishies in here that'll try and devour you, which is rather unpleasant if I do say so to myself. There's our rune right there. So we're just going to jump and blink, and bam. So every time you pick up a rune, you have the option to go open up your powers menu. And right now I only have 1 rune, so the only thing I could upgrade would be vitality. But since I don't plan on being seen or in combat too much, I'm gonna wait to upgrade that. The first thing I'm going to want to upgrade is blink to level 2, which makes it just so we can go farther. Excuse me, had a burp. But that costs 3 runes and I only have 1 right now. So I'm going to have to wait for that one. Alright, back on the land, and we're going to go talk to Admiral Havelock and see what he wants us to do for him. Just going to run in here and have a little chat.
Let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Caldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal, Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you.
Alright, let's go. It's getting a little antsy there at the end of that little thing. So, we're gonna go do what he asked, but first we gotta talk here with Callista.
Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
Alright. So, I think that's going to be the end of the episode here. So, if you like this episode, then consider maybe subscribing or hitting the like button or something to that effect. If not, well, then sorry, I guess. But if you did, I have some other videos. There's the first Dishonored video, which you probably watched if you're watching this one. I also have some videos about, like, Wind Waker, Mario, Sunshine, and some other stuff. But yeah, I will see you guys next time, and take care.